Discipline is remembering who you said you wanted to be. So many people view discipline as punishment. They view it as this awful thing. They view it as this thing that is super hard and that doesn't make sense. But it does make sense. Discipline is a promise to yourself. It's the promise to yourself of who you want to be. And when you act disciplined, you remain disciplined, you stay consistent, you're just keeping that promise. You're staying loyal to your future self, the future man or woman you want to be, the future husband or wife, the future mom or dad, the future business owner, the future leader, the future community person, the future whatever it might be that you claim you want to be, that all your goals, dreams, aspirations are modeled after, what your dream board says, what your daily affirmations are speaking, what your prayers you're asking for God are. You're staying loyal to that person, to that identity of you, that future version of yourself, that dream version of yourself, whatever it might be. But every time you drift away and you don't stay disciplined, you don't stay consistent, you don't do what you said you were going to do, and you break that promise, you just drift further from that person. You drift further from that dream, from that, that outcome. And every time that you stay disciplined, you just make the vision clearer. You make it make more sense, and you make it easier day by day. And it doesn't mean that the act of discipline as a whole is easier, because it's going to be difficult. Good things come from difficult ways. Pregnancy and having a baby and building a family is great, but it's difficult. Being married and being loyal to one person for the rest of your life is difficult. Graduating college is difficult. Being promoted to a high level promotion at your job or position at your job is difficult. Starting and owning a business is difficult. Having six-pack abs is difficult. Following a diet is difficult. All these things are difficult, but the outcome of them are outcomes that we achieve in life. We all want that body. We all want that degree. We all want that high-paying job. We all want that ownership of a business. Like, we all want these things. We want the family life, but they come through a road of difficulty. So if your difficulty is hence a good thing, and when you understand it, then it becomes easier, because you know what you're doing it for. You know what the sacrifices are for. You know what the studying is for. You knowing what enduring the pain is for, what having the tears, the blood, the sweat is for, because you see the outcome of those paths that I just named. So you know that you have to make those sacrifices and make those habits a thing in order to achieve what you're ultimately trying to achieve. So when you understand it, is it still hard in the grand scheme? Yes, but now it makes more sense. Now you're like, I'm willing to do it. It's like college. You're willing to skip some of the parties. You're willing to stay up till 2 a.m. and study to get the degree. You're willing to work some extra hours at work in order to get the promotion. You're willing to spend extra hours after work to start your own business. You're willing to take the investment. You're willing to do things that your significant other likes to make them happy, so that the relationship's good and you're not always arguing. You do things that you miss out on, things that you like, so that you can go to your kids' sporting events so that they're happy. You delay and diet for a whole week so you can have one good cheat meal and eat cake. Like, you start to understand it. But it's still hard, but it becomes easier because you remind yourself that. You're reminding yourself of the promise you made. You're remaining loyal to you and the version of you that you want to become. So that's what discipline is. It's just remembering who you want to be. It's remembering the promises. It's remembering the hard times where you made the decision, where you were dirt poor and you're like, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get more money at my job, or to make money on my own and run my own business. I'm going to do whatever it takes to make sure the next person I'm in a relationship is the one that I'm with the rest of my life. I'm going to make sure that no matter what my parents did to me, or my dad or my mom not being in my life, that I'm going to be in my kids' life. Like, you start making these decisions as well, sometimes when you're in your lowest of your own life. And that's a form of discipline, because when the times get tough, you can remember and you can draw back on those memories and understand that, oh, I got to keep pushing. Oh, I got to remain consistent. Oh, I got to keep going, no matter when you're feeling unmotivated, when you're sad, when you're sick, when you're tired, when you just got some bad news, when somebody in your family's in the hospital, when your car just broke down, when you just got another flat tire, when you just got rolled up at work, when you just got fired at work, when you just, got your bank account hacked by somebody trying to scam you, when you just heard that your dog died. Like, all these different things suck, But do you remain disciplined through them? Do you remain consistent through them? Do you see the path forward? That's when your identity changes and you're starting to become the person that you want to be before you actually have the title, before you actually have the outcome, before you actually have the achievement of that. You're becoming him or her through those process, through those daily disciplines. And the vision just gets clearer and clearer. And eventually you will fully 100% be that person or have that outcome, have that achievement, but you have it before mentally, and you identify as that person days, weeks, years before you actually have that, because you're doing the daily habits, you're doing what you're supposed to do, you're staying consistent, you're staying disciplined, and you're doing what you said you were going to do. You're keeping your promise, and it builds your identity, and it builds your confidence, and it builds your everything about you, builds your mindset. It makes things even easier because now you know why you're doing it. Now you're seeing your fruit come to fruition, and you're just like, man, I'm not lying to myself anymore. So many people lie to themselves on a daily basis. Oh, I'm going to start this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to be better here. And then you look in the mirror and like, I still suck. I didn't do anything that I said I was going to do. I didn't even start. I didn't even get to day one of consistency. That's why this channel is called Consistency Compounds, because it compounds over time and you ultimately get everything that you want from that consistency. Stay consistent long enough, stay disciplined long enough, and the results have no choice but to come to you. You'll win no matter what, or you'll die trying. I said this on like the last 3 videos. And if you die trying, it's no more of your earthly worries anymore. So you win no matter what when you have the mindset, as long as you start and do. And if you have a bad day, brush it off. There's bad days, but don't have 2, 3, 4 bad days. And then your consistency's gone. Then your discipline's gone. So I'm not saying never miss a day ever once, but how many wins can you stack? How many days of good habits can you stack so that you don't fall down? That's your foundation. That's your proof that you're building. That's your proof that you're keeping your promise. That's your proof. That's your evidence that you're going to be successful to yourself. And others will take notice as well. But anyway, just remember, discipline is remembering who you said you wanted to be. It's keeping that promise. It's remaining loyal. This was Consistency Day 414. I hope you got something from this message. If you did, I encourage you to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more. And other than that, I wish you all peace and blessings on the journey.